All right. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Ben, and this is Tony joining me for a podcast to talk all things Amazon Influencer Program and making money. And maybe
Probably when you join, you're going to watch all these YouTubers and all like, oh, how much can they make? And you'll see a lot of for lack of a better word, fluff stories. It's like, yeah, you're going to start doing it and you're going to make 4K that first month. This. All right, I made negative $15 this day. It'll be out of nowhere. Everybody's going to have a negative day. No matter how good it is, everybody's going to have a negative day, bro.
So you made your most money from a vertical TikTok meme style video.
I may or may not have gotten an extra almost 2K just for doing a quick little thing at the bottom of one of those little emails.
All right. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Ben, and this is Tony joining me for a podcast to talk all things Amazon Influencer Program and making money and maybe a little AI, maybe a little something else. Tony is a longtime social media influencer. I actually found out about him on YouTube. He has a channel where he teaches people about the Amazon Influencer Program, which we're going to be talking a lot about, kind of diving deep on making more commissions, trends, different stuff we're seeing. Have some topics there I want to talk about. And yeah, he wants to grow his YouTube channel, currently growing it right now. I was definitely impressed by your channel, and that's why I wanted to have you on. And
thank you.
For sure. Yeah. So we can just get started. What gets to kick it off? What do you do? What's your what do you mean? Like, what's your day to day? Is your day to day Amazon Influencer Program really like taking up your time, or what are you mainly focused on right now?
Right. If you would have asked me 2-3 months ago, I lived, breathed everything Amazon influence. But I realized, once you do so much work in it, you literally can't do anything else. You have to wait for the results. So on the side, what I'm really working on right now is my newsletter, how to make different techniques, how to streamline making videos and stuff like that. Outreaching to companies, that's been taking a long time because you get a lot of no's before you get those one a few yeses that can really just like, all right, really line up the pockets. Because we're gonna go more in deep on this, but like people just think like, all right, Amazon influence, I'm gonna do this, blah blah, make money. That's one of many ways a lot of people on this platform actually make money. So just posting the videos is just the first step, and now I'm starting to realize like, oh, wow, this is how people make money. So I'm kind of just diving more into that world personally.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. That's kind of what I wanted to know. So why'd you really get into the Amazon Influencer Program? And I guess the caveat, I was kind of unclear how to do this on the podcast. If you're unclear what the Amazon Influencer Program is, we'll be explaining that too. I feel like if I explain it every time, I mean, both me and Tony have talked about it in our videos, what it is. So we're going to be going a little bit more deeper than just like getting you at the surface level. But if you don't know what it is, we'll kind of explain it as we go. But yeah, I wanted to know, why'd you get into it, or how did it fall into your lap?
I feel like with a lot of people, with the way the world's working, we want more ways to make money. My main thing, my day-to-day job, I do this full time. I have another channel just by the name Tony Destin. I do comedy stuff. I do live stream gaming. And when I do other sponsorships on Instagram, TikTok. So this avenue of Tony Destin, a lot of people are seeing something very new. Like a lot of my audience members, like more my age usually. So when I started posting this content, they're kind of like, this isn't what I really came for. But then the people who really started commenting back are like people in their 40s and their 50s, because people really want to make more money. And that's what I really wanted. Because as much as I like creating funny content, relatable content, and music content, something that really matters the most to me is like finance content, because this is kind of stuff that can really change your life forever. Like, as much as a video makes you laugh, if a video makes you make $10,000, you're like, whoa. For some people, that's really life-changing money for what it is. So there's a platform called Clubhouse. I've been in there since the beginning of COVID. I was there all the time. And I was like, I took a break for a while, but out of nowhere, I was like, let me just hop back in. And I saw some friends, Elliot and all them. They're like, yo, like, are you in the Amazon influence program? You should do it. You should do it. Like, there's people making $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And I'm like, a month just from that? I'm like, what? And the funny part is, I'm looking more and more into the program. I'm already in the program. Apparently, a year or two ago, like when people were talking about it, I just do stuff to do stuff sometimes. Like before, when Snapchat was getting popular, they had Snapchat stars where you post the thing, and if it goes viral, you get money. I did that.
That was crazy.
That was I joined a little bit late, but enough to make at least over 15K. You know, so it was like a
Really?
good,
Oh, I didn't actually
yeah,
make money with it. I just knew money was coming, going fast. They were doing like a million a day for a while,
a
right?
million a day,
So you
and
did 15K with that. Super cool. How many
I
videos did you post for that?
way more than my Amazon right now. I think I post like 500, 600 videos. I just
Gotcha.
because this is the people just thought I have to make new videos. I've been using Snapchat since I was in high school, so I uploaded all my old Snapchats, everything I had that was
Uh,
kind of funny, and two things back from when I was in college blew up. I got like a total of like 1.2 million views. I was like, oh, okay, bet.
wow.
But
So 1.2 million views made you about 15K. That's a really good, whatever,
yeah,
RPI, like 7K per million
that's a
views. Or sorry, what am I saying? That's like 15K per million
for the
views.
CPM, yeah. Compared to like if I do like I've done reels, not reels, sorry, shorts that I've done over a million, and I haven't
Oh,
gotten
shorts make
close.
nothing. Yeah, yeah, we
Absolutely
can talk about
nothing.
that, but shorts are like 0.08 cents per thousand views. I mean, it's so low.
It's
You're gonna get
sad.
like $8 per million views, or like 80.
Sometimes I don't. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't think it's even worth it half the time, but that's just whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I did that. So while I was doing that, I was learning about Amazon. So then someone's like, "Yo, just post 3 videos real quick, and like you'll get commission." And then I got it. I was like, "Cool," but I didn't make any more videos. Every month up until this point, I kept getting like a gift card for like here's $15, here's $20, and
Mm.
now mind you, like every single month I get $20, $30. I think upwards of $50 from 3 videos that took me 2 minutes to make. And I never put together, well, maybe I made more. I could just make more money.
Yeah.
And then until it wasn't until my friends told me, like, yeah, they're making thousands. I was like, crap. First, I was sweating because I was like, oh man,
Wait,
it's
sorry.
gonna
How
take.
are the Amazon or not Amazon? What were these gift cards for?
So you have two options when you cash out with Amazon: associates or
Oh, I didn't even
influencer
know this. You can get gift
gift
cards.
card. Yep. Because
Gotcha.
I was getting 15, $20. Like, I don't want that. I'm gonna use Amazon regardless, right? So just
Yeah,
give me the
yeah.
gift card. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
put two and two together how much money I can make, but
Gotcha. So you signed up early. You were making some money because you upload a few videos. You didn't.
yeah.
Oh man,
I never realized.
interesting.
I was like, okay, monthly Amazon money's coming. Cool. Maybe I'll get a free game this month. I just didn't put two and two together.
Dang. Wow.
But
Okay.
but since I was already in, I think I don't know how long it took for you, but
So about
people
30
were
days.
30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are taking like now 4 6 weeks, all this stuff. I'm like,
Sure.
dang. I'm like, the fact that I can just skip that entire process
Oh yeah,
was
it's the best.
amazing. Because then
Yeah.
when I learned about it, I just binged. I just binged making as many videos as I could. I think that first week was my quickest week. I made easily over like 100 videos because I was
Wow. Yeah.
spring
Yeah, you get
cleaning.
bitten by that bug, right? Where you're just like,
Yeah.
it's like, honestly, this program is probably the most addicting, like money making thing I've seen. You like have you can't stop thinking about it. I think it's funny you said that. Like I had the same thing where it's like can't stop thinking about it. You're thinking about new ways of like, oh, I could optimize and do this X Y Z. You can't
Yep.
stop recording videos. I recorded like 40 videos in one day. One of the day I was like my peak. That I felt really burnt out from that, but I wouldn't recommend it in general. But yeah, no, I feel you, man. Like it's a bite of a bug that I hadn't really experienced that much.
Because you look around, you think to yourself, is that on Amazon? Well, is that
Yep.
on Amazon?
Yeah.
And compared to anything, for example, like you put a YouTube video out, right?
Yeah.
You won't taste your profits or see it really until like days and days and days and down the road. But really, I can
Yeah.
post a video 2 days later, you're making profit.
And
So it's
making
like,
crazy profit. Like I have a video that has, I don't know, 15, one of my top products, like 1,500 views, and I made like 3,000 from it. Like insane,
that's
1,500
crazy.
views on YouTube is like from AdSense is whatever, you get like $5 or something. Like, if you're doing an affiliate thing, maybe get a few sales, but it's like insane because people are there to buy.
Yes.
Like
That
people want to buy. Yeah.
I think you put it the best way. People, the reason why, because even though the commissions are like super low, for if anybody is not
Sure.
familiar with Amazon influencer, like the commissions are like downright 2 to 3% sometimes, super low. But also you have to realize something. How many buyers do you already have on Amazon? They have millions and millions of buyers daily. This isn't like a side site, like a random mom and pop shop that might give you I mean, yeah, they'll give you 15% like whatchamacallit
Yeah.
commission, but like they don't have that, they can't compare to Amazon. Let's just be honest right there.
Yeah.
So that's what was really attractive for me. So after I kind of did that full grind, and I thought to myself, all right, how can I stay more, into it? How can I stay more like into this Amazon world without falling off? So then I just started to make a YouTube channel. I just feel like the best way to do it is to share my progress because I think you can also attest to this because probably when you join, you're gonna watch all these YouTubers and all like, oh, how much can they make? And you'll see a lot of like, for lack of a better word, fluff stories. It's like, yeah, you're gonna start doing it and you're gonna make 4K that first month. This. I'm like, well, not necessarily, because you got to realize sometimes you have to deal with returns. Sometimes you got to deal with all this random stuff. Like, that's why when I post my stuff, like, I'll be like, all right, I made negative $15 this day. It'll be out of nowhere. Everybody's gonna have a negative day, no matter how good it is. Everybody's gonna have a negative day, bro.
I've actually never had a negative day, but I
Really?
I know what you're saying. I've had very low days, and it's all luck. I mean, at the end of the day, what you're saying is completely right, because like I was lucky that I was fortunate. I have made money in my life, and I bought a lot of stuff on Amazon, so I have a lot of products on it. I think I actually calculated. I have about $8,000 of products in my house, which isn't that insane, but is like I've spent $40K on Amazon. And when I look back at everything, but like I don't know where half the shit is. So like I recorded videos on about $8K worth of stuff, minus like a Peloton my neighbor had that I recorded a video for. I didn't count that because it's like that's like a $1,200 thing. Anyways, $8K. And I was like calculating how much I'd made from that, because I was curious, like, okay, like overall, like, am I going to make money on products that I have? But anyways, to your point, I was saying like I have a lot of Amazon products. A lot of people do, but maybe people only have like $1,000 worth. And in general, you're not going to be able to make as much as someone who has more, expensive products in their house or ones that sell more. So it's like, it's a bit of a crapshoot, which makes it so fun. Like you might be making big money one day, you might not be. Actually, my girlfriend brought up a good point. We're talking about children and how to reward them. And she was saying variable reward is the best way to train them. So you give different rewards. So, or actually, the best way to train dogs, which equates to humans, is like one day you might give them a treat for sitting down, and the next day you don't. And then the next day, 2 days you do. So you don't actually create consistent, it's variable rewards or inconsistent rewards. So yeah, it's a bit. And then she was like, that's kind of how the Amazon commissions is. Because I think you'll attest to this, probably relate, waking up every day and looking at your commissions. Well, do you wake up and look at your commissions? Let me ask that.
I used to do that every single day. I think I stopped the last 2 to 3 weeks, but that's mostly because now like I'm putting my focus into like we're gonna decide stuff after you start to get in the groove and whatnot. But
sure.
I mean, when you're just starting, you're just like, all right, did I hit 20? Did I hit 30? That's so exciting, because literally
so exciting.
You like once you do that initial work, and I feel like people are like, how do you get all these videos out? This. Let's say, for example, you only put out 5 videos a day, and you do that for a solid month, like 30 days. That's like what is that? 150 videos right there. You're already in the top 20% of people already, because a lot of people I know don't even have over 100. Like that's just a simple thing. And at that point, yes, you can keep adding more, but you can literally just let that sit, and no matter what happens, you're going to make money.
So let's talk about that. How long do you think, because there's so many thoughts in my head. That's why I was excited for a podcast with you. And I would like to do this with other people on the Amazon Influencer Program, because I'm just curious how people's brain works and what I've been thinking. And anyways, I just want to talk. Let's talk about that idea. You can keep on making money from this. I call it front-loaded passive income. You got to put work up front, record 150 videos. It's going to pay you dividends later, or just passive income. Basically, you can wake up and make money for not doing anything. But how long do you think that'll go on? Because I started 4 months ago. I got approved December 16th, made my first dollar or whatever. I don't know. It was around December 16th. And then, basically it's been 4 months since then, December 16th of 2022. And I'm still making money from I've uploaded about 250 to 300 unique videos. I've done a lot of video re-uploads and tests. So I'm about 350 just like raw videos uploaded. Okay. And they're still paying me. But I'm like, what am I going to make out of this? So I've made $16,000 so far. And my commissions were kind of going down. I was at like peak $200 a day. Now I was at like lower for me, whatever. It's all going to be based on where you are, how many products you have. It's not better or worse, but I was at like 100 and I was like, okay, we're kind of going down. And that was like a week ago. I was at like 120 average, but now I just hit a $200 day. People are saying on Reddit, whatever, like they're purging accounts stuff. So like for whatever reason, exactly. We should get into Reddit. That's a hot topic.
Yeah.
We should definitely talk. Let's talk Reddit for sure. But anyways, what I'm saying is, okay, I'm still making money. This is pretty cool. Like I put in I estimate 100 to 150 hours of work. I had a lot of products. I was lucky in that sense, but I've only recorded products in my house. And then now I'm really starting, because I built a course, and I'm like, excited because I'm so excited about this program, and I want to teach more people. So like, I'm starting to invest back in the program. I've been getting checks. So I'm like starting to figure out like, okay, what are the KPIs when I'm looking for other products, whatever. But I mostly just recorded products in my house, like not even my friends, my family, none of that, which you can do. And I'm making good money. So anyways, this is a little bit of let Ben tell a story. The reason I'm asking this is, how long do you think you could realistically make money and just like let it sit?
Without putting any more work.
Yeah. You record, let's say, whatever, 200 videos, 300 videos.
That is so dependent on the products you have. Because
that's good.
Like if you have 150 products, right, but they're all like, air fresheners, tissue paper, low commission items, you probably got like a month or two left in you. Like, it's because as much as it is, like, most of the product, like, I post like 200, 300, 400, 300 plus videos, and most of my profit has probably come from the same 30 to 40 items.
Sure.
So really, this is more of a quality versus quantity kind of game, because you could have.
You think it's a quality, not a quantity game? Interesting. Yeah. We should talk on that, because I've been saying it's a quantity, not quality game to an extent. And let's actually talk. Let's talk Reddit. Yeah. I'm going to write it down. Let's talk Reddit, and let's talk, because I would love to talk on that.
So since we're already on the subject of quality and quantity, I think quantity is very good starting off.
Sure.
Especially if you're not this is what I do full time. I'm a content creator, but a lot of these people you'll notice are just regular kind of people, so they don't have the habit of posting every single day, doing that. At that point, I say for the next 30 days, that's how long it takes to build a habit. Take 5 things in your house. Everything is pretty much on Amazon. You can find it. 5 things in your house, really simple. It can be your socks, a shirt, a pencil. I don't care. Do that review. Do whatever you want to do. Post it, just to get in that habit. That's why I think quantity is important. But you are gonna know. Like, for example, this chair I'm sitting on right now is my number one item on Amazon. Like this, and this chair was like.
Is that that's like a office kind of sit down chair?
Yeah.
And I have that in my back room. I brought it from California when I moved to Puerto Rico, and I need to set that thing up and shoot a video.
I feel like it's the Sarah one. I didn't realize it at the time, but it was like the Amazon choice. It was all this. It was on sale for 40% off. So all these other factors were taking place at the same time. So that plus a high, because it's like what, 180. So it's pretty high commission for your average product. Yeah, I can sell 10 of these, and 10 of these do way better than 100 air fresheners sold for you. So I think
what video was it for you that made that money? That was this that funny one? Because I think I first saw it. Was it the phone video?
It was a TikTok
them about that.
So one thing I'm willing to bet my money on, people, is that Amazon is trying to really take over the vertical video, and not as like a way to entertain you like TikTok, but more like vertical video as a way to convert you to buy stuff, because like if you're already on Amazon and you have like semi-entertaining videos, and you can just quickly click one button to buy something, that limits that little conversion time you have to do. Because then if you say you're on TikTok, you got to go to another website, you got to click the link in bio. Every extra step is a reason for people not to pull out their cards. But if it's already on Amazon, well, I trust Amazon, so that's already there. My card information's already here. Let's say I'm already Prime. I'm just, oh, that's really cool. Boom. And at that point, you can't take back what you kind of did, because at least let me say, for example, if I'm selling a product on TikTok, people have time to think, okay, this is $100. I really want it. Click on my link in bio. Okay, I gotta sign up. Okay, this is really $100.
There's more friction, and there's not one click buys and ease.
Yep. So that's why I think vertical kind of video will just take over that platform right there. It's just it's really powerful. I don't know. Just thinking about it's exciting. I know right now.
I agree. That's the Inspire app, right? Like
yes.
And apparently they just made it public. It was like. So it was rolled out to some people. I've been reading that it went public, which
is it public?
To me. I don't know how to confirm that, but that's what I've read on Reddit and other people. Like, I've had it for a while, and I know a lot of influencers got it. Like, we get stuff early, and I'm sure like associates and whatever. But like, apparently it's public, which would, And the other thing I've noticed about while we're talking about the Inspire app, because I was just as excited as you, I was like, oh man, like, of course, like
Yeah.
TikTok plus one click buys equals money. Like, of course, the world's going a vertical way. Like, this is the future. And I still feel that like you to some extent. But then the Inspire app happened. It was kind of crappy. Like, they're just like doing pictures, not good videos. But now the algorithm, for me at least, is like actually pretty engaging videos. Like, I find myself
Okay.
I'm looking a little bit like I'm not getting stuck there, like let's say TikTok or YouTube Shorts, but it's getting better. And to your point of quality, not quantity, as more people get incentivized, like once they figured out that algorithm to make people money when they have better videos, so they're going to show those better videos on the Inspire app. By the way, it's just Amazon's little light bulb on the app. If you look on the Amazon app, it's just a little light bulb, and you click on that, and you get like vertical videos that are Amazon made, and you can get paid for them as an Amazon influencer if someone watches more. Well, actually, any sorry, I actually don't know the amount of time they have to watch the video to get paid.
So what I've heard is that if it's anything under 15 to 20
15.
seconds, they have to
Yeah.
watch the whole thing. But afterwards, it's as long as 50%.
Oh,
So
after 15 or 20, but it's 30-second videos on Inspire. So you're saying between, let's say, 15 seconds or more, they have to watch just 15 seconds, or they watch the full thing up to 15
yeah,
seconds. We need to figure this out because I'm not. That might be right. I actually am curious. I'm not quite sure.
this is what I've been told. Then this is because I'm a little bit biased to the people who put me on Clubhouse, because without them I really wouldn't really pressed in it. So
Sure.
this is what all they say.
Gotcha.
Now I have been through like Reddit and all that. People say, well, you have to watch the full minute. People say you have to watch 45 seconds. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, they have to watch your video.
Exactly.
They just have to watch your video.
Well, you're saying it didn't used to, because right now in long form, they watch 30 seconds or more if the video is more than 30. I'm sorry. Yeah, 30 seconds or more for you to get like cookied for 24 hours and get that commission on a person.
Yes.
You're saying it used to be they have to watch the whole video?
Did I say 15 seconds? I'm sorry. 30 seconds is what I meant. I don't know why
Gotcha.
I said 15. But yeah, if it's anywhere above 30, they have to at least watch that 30. Yes. But if it's anything under 30, they have to just watch the full thing. Because my chair video,
I think that's what it is. I think you're right.
Yeah. Because my chair video is like 22 seconds, 21 seconds. It's not even the full 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
And I know for a fact I'm getting commission because for a while that was my only chair video. It's just,
and was that vertical?
Vertical, yes.
So you made your most money from a vertical TikTok meme style video. That's crazy, because the whole thing I've been wondering, to what I was saying before, is like, when does the Inspire app take off? When can you start doing quality videos or whatever type of videos and start making money from vertical versus horizontal? But you already did it. And how long ago was this? This is before Inspire, right?
I think Inspire was like just coming out when I dropped it, like maybe a week later. So that's because when I saw Inspire, I thought to myself, I had the Snapchat thing in my head. Let me just download some old Snapchat. Let me just download some old TikToks that have Amazon like products in it and just post it. And surprising, a lot of them really hit. I was like, because that video was like what's a joke? I don't even say anything about the chair. The chair is obviously there. You can see it. Yeah. I don't say anything. But then this is when I realized, when you're making videos for TikTok or Amazon, there are two different things. When you're TikTok, you're thinking about like, oh, the audience has to be entertained, this, blah, blah, blah. When you're in Amazon mode, you're in buying mode. You want to buy something for whatever reason. So this is the example I said. So let's say, for example, I have a TikTok of a huge monitor on my table. Somebody in their head could be thinking, oh man, I want to get this monitor, but I'm afraid it's going to be too heavy for my table. They look at my video, they think to themselves, well, I have the same table. That's on it. That's good enough. It can be a plethora of reasons why somebody clicks that buy now. People always assume that, like, and this is going to segue into the whole Reddit thing. People just really assume that when you create videos on Amazon, it has to purely be a review, has to purely be this.
Sure.
Anything can drive a profit. Even if that video seems sadly low effort to somebody else, it answers the question. No one watches a horrible video and says to themselves, I'm gonna buy this now. No, you're gonna keep watching a video until you're like, okay, now I'm sold. That's why that's why when people get mad at certain people, like, I don't get it, because they're driving sales. Why would Amazon punish you for driving sales in their platform?
Yeah.
Like if it's one time, that got lucky. But if you're making sale after sale after sale, that means you're answering a consumer problem. And
Yeah.
to the algorithm, that's like, oh, I'm going to keep you on this page more because people are buying after watching your video. Because at the end of the day, like the last video they watch is the one that's going to have to drive conversion. So that's the most important one. But I feel like people don't ever realize that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about Reddit a little too, because I think I connected, I was like commenting on your thread on YouTube about Redditors saying I think they're basically, or they were auto reporting people who were uploading multiple videos.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a sensitive topic. Yeah, I was like, let's talk on a podcast, or I think it was on this, but
no, it definitely wasn't.
Let's talk on this.
There's so for the people who don't know, just to give you a little background, so you'll meet a lot of people on Amazon influencer. They'll be like, guys, you got to make that one great video and then kind of just be done. Some people will be like, well, just make one video horizontal and then one video vertical so you can like cover your bases. I say this: if you have a good product and you already analyzed it, like, oh wow, it's in the top 100. There's not a lot of videos, and I know for a fact I can make good, decent videos. Just answer a bunch of questions about it, because for example, I have this 56-inch monitor right here. So when I got it, the setup took me 45 minutes. I didn't think it would take me this long. So I had a video talking about the setup. It has a PIP, so it can run 4 monitors at the same time. Of course, the instructions were useless, so I did a video how to do that. That in itself was like another 2-minute video. I did an overall view video of that. And I think I made one more video about one of the HDR settings if you connect it to like a laptop. So I'm not telling people just make videos to make videos, because your videos are not gonna get up there. But if you have a decent product, you can sell, like you can answer these questions, why would you not do that? And then their argument to me was like, you have to give other people another chance, this. Guys, there are over 375 million items on Amazon. If someone's going to cry about one item, let them cry about that one. It's not the end of the world. There's going to be more. And that doesn't even count the hundreds of thousands that get added every single day. Like, why are you, don't worry about that right now. Worry about creating your own stuff. And I see it like, people are like, oh, you're going to get in trouble from Amazon. Why would Amazon punish you for creating content? It's like going to a YouTuber that has a viral video and YouTube being like, hey, yo, you just dropped that viral video. I need you to stop dropping that video and just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I see it as crabs in a barrel. People are just getting mad that other people like are doing stuff they're not thinking about. Like, and like if they're breaking the guidelines, like I'm saying, like they're drinking, they're doing sexual stuff, they're doing all this other stuff you're not allowed to do. All right. Yes, please do that. If there's endangerment, yes.
But there's also a lot of things that people are doing that aren't allowed. There are a lot of bad actors, for instance, stealing other people's content.
Yeah, they can't
and like purely ripping. You can't do that on this program. Like, I get the idea of ripping for TikTok. That's more of a gray area, but this one's different. You can't be doing like AI slideshows. You can't do like full on, you can't go to stores and just record videos. There's like a lot of people doing that because anytime there's a lot of money to be made, there's bad actors. And so I see like Reddit's or whatever, the Reddit sphere, like them talking about that. I think where it got complicated is like, they were also saying, oh, this person's uploading multiple videos. Let's auto report that person. So I'm like, of course that's not, that doesn't seem fair at all. It's like, you gotta create like a system where it's like, okay, actual bad actor that is like not doing things that are fair for the ecosystem, I'm fine with reporting. Person that's playing the game for real, like, of course Amazon wants multiple videos. They're not going to say, like, to your point, oh, you had a good video, don't record more. And I think it's fair. I feel the same way. I feel passionate. Like, I've thought in my head of like so many ways of like why it's wrong. And what I've come out to is that basically there's bad actors, report them. You can't report people for any fair game of uploading a different video. Now, here's my only gray area, okay? Here's my gray area. I wanted to test thumbnails and headlines. Okay. The only way from a marketer's perspective to do that is to upload the same video twice with a different thumbnail. So then you run into the issue of, oh, you have two of the same videos, where I could see that someone would not feel that that's fair. But Amazon doesn't actually give you the opportunity to test thumbnails. And through that testing, what that led me to is I found a thumbnail that actually worked that I can re-upload on old videos, and it makes me more money. So I was actually able to gather some data from that, whereas I wouldn't have been able to technically do that because you can't really test if you change the marketers like 101 is changing two variables at once. You don't know which thing improved your outcome. So if you change the headline and the thumbnail, or the video and the thumbnail, you don't know if the video is better or you don't know if the thumbnail is better. So you have to keep the video the same, but then people are like, "Oh, you're uploading video twice." So what do you think on that?
So for me, that's not really a gray area for me. And the gray area, as in, I don't think that's bad. Actually, something else we talked about, I don't think it's a gray area too. But let me just answer this first.
Sure.
Compared, people have to realize something. Compared to any other platform that also pays you, like TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff, there is a downtime. You don't post anything on Amazon, and it's on besides pictures. You don't post it automatically there compared to YouTube, and Instagram. Like, it has to go to a viewing service, is how I see it. So, which I find it kind of funny. People are just saying, "Oh, there's all these crappy videos, plus this." If Amazon's spending all this time going through these videos, like, that's their responsibility. I feel like people are trying to police the system because they're worried about this isn't fair. Yo, all that time you're complaining, you could be creating more videos, bro. You could be creating a lot more videos. This is like compared to other. I think compared to other ones, like, no other platform actually checks at least waits for 6 hours to post a video for you. Like, I can post a YouTube video right now and it'll be up in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
And so when it comes to testing that stuff, I really don't see an issue because at the end of the day, like, yeah, you could post it, but like, Amazon has to choose to put it on the carousel.
So do you think Amazon's actually having a full team checking every single video, and that's why it takes so long? Do you? Because I think it's AI mostly, but actually it would be news to me if
in the beginning those first 3 videos you do. I'm confident
that is real people, right? I think so. But I'm saying after the fact of getting unlocked for commissions, are all of those videos getting checked by a real team? Is my question.
I think it's really 50-50 right now because I've been hearing talks that like they hired a whole new set of people. That's why people have been getting in a lot quicker. I've noticed people getting in a week or two now. Before it was like 6-7 weeks minimum. But a lot of more people are getting in. I mean, the funny part is a lot more people are actually getting denied though.
Yeah, so, that's what I was about to say. I had 3 quicker responses. It seems like the second time people are getting approved, and I need to test this theory. But I have a lot of friends I've gotten in that now got disapproved the first time. And then some of them are getting in the second time. Some still need to submit their videos. But I agree. More people are getting in. More people are getting denied because there's the approval for the program and then there's the approval for the on-site commissions. So it's like 2 different steps. And the on-site commissions, we're saying people are getting denied.
I'm willing to bet that it is a mixture. I think what happens is it goes through an initial AI, and if it can pass that test, you can pretty much be sent out. Because I've had videos come up in 2 or 3 hours, but I feel like if it hits a red flag or if it's unconfused or something, I think that gets pushed to a person or something like that. That's what I'm willing to bet would make a lot of sense.
You said you had another part of the gray area that you didn't even think was a gray area.
Yeah, I don't really do this, but like I'm not gonna judge somebody without getting my full thing. So like people hate, for example, recording in stores. I've looked through operating agreement. I've looked through the guidelines. I copied everything, threw it into Chat GPT, access just to make sure. Now the biggest issue is
what's the thing though? I missed
I'm sorry, repeat it. recording in stores. People have
recording in stores. Yeah, interesting.
I was looking everywhere for that rule because I've never once said not to do that in my videos because I don't know if that was like a rule or not. But I've been looking it up and I don't see it as a rule. And this happens a lot in a lot of like things when it comes to like TikTok. Like there are always rumors how like when you post something, you should always there's rumors like when post something, click the app off real quick and it'll go more viral or I'll go live right after, or these small things that people always say to do that we all just accustomed to believe like, oh yeah, that has to be a rule, but it's not a rule. So because I'm a dead believer that says that bad videos won't get conversions. Even if someone is sadly in a store and you hate like, oh, this is so lazy. If someone watched that video and said to themselves, well, this person answered my question and bought the product.
Yeah.
You have to think Amazon's a business. That's a plus for them. To them, they're just like, all right, thanks
Yeah.
for doing that. Why, like, I don't think they really cared that this person had professional this and they had a title card, and sadly, if they had a thumbnail or not.
Yeah.
There are just some people who are just lucky. Some people just who do what they have to do, and they able to drive conversions. My confusion is, why would Amazon punish these people? Because think
So,
about it.
yeah.
One last thing.
You go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Because like we can record from you can record from a friend's house, your mom's house, whatever. There's no rule that says that you have to buy the product to review it. If going by that, then what's the difference of doing that than in a store? There's literally no, Amazon doesn't get that money regardless. I think the biggest rule is you're doing that in a public place. Don't record other people. What is if you're doing that like in a random Walmart, like what are their rules? Like that's something you to be more concerned about. But like it doesn't,
to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, go ahead.
Amazon's obviously slow at doing certain things. There's a lot of things we wish the platform had that's not even updated, like certain types of reporting or showing click-through rate or whatever. Yeah. Like there's a lot of things. So they might not have updated their end agreement, which to your point, if it's not in it, then it's seemingly not a gray area. But to play devil's advocate, I would say if everybody was just going, I mean, at the end of the day, I agree with you. The algorithm's going to choose what the best thing for the customer is, assuming Amazon's algorithm's good, which I'm going to assume it's pretty good. You know, they're pretty smart. But if you just flip it on its head and say everyone goes to stores now and records low quality videos, that's not going to look good for Amazon's videos, and or going to potentially affect all of us as a whole ecosystem of just looking bad. People go, oh, I have a bad experience when I go to Carousel because I'm seeing tons of videos of people in stores where they haven't opened the product, haven't actually used it. Now you might say, oh, well, the algorithm will just take care of that. So I see kind of both sides. I do just see that like at a common sense level, it doesn't make sense, I think, to like, it makes sense that somebody has to have purchased the product. It just kind of, but I agree. Like at some level, to me, at least it's a gray area. And I would say if you're listening to this and you're new, and Tony's not saying go out to a store and record this, but like we're saying, don't do this. But it's also somewhat like, don't just believe everything people say of like, oh, you can't do this. I mean, in general, you don't want to get banned from Amazon. So I think it is fair play to like just go towards the side of being a good little boy and girl if you're making money from this, because like you can't really fight it that much. Like you can't really even email Amazon and say, hey, I got wrongfully taken down. So it's like, yeah, we can be mad about people reporting, but like I'm also going to play it safe, because this isn't where I'm going to put my foot in the sand and go, this is, you know, there's so many issues in the world. Uploading multiple videos to a product is not one of them. So it's like, hey, and it's not going to make me tons more or less money. So like, you know, I'm curious and I like talking about these things, but at the end of the day, it's like, I'm going to play pretty safe because I don't want to get banned. So I'm going to like make sure I don't piss other people off too much, and definitely make sure I don't piss Amazon off. Because, you know, it's good money. But we can still be, I think, active and vocal about what we want and what we think.
100%. I think the reason why I was so really stuck in this thing, because I'm a creator first. So I think to myself, how much can I push like a boundary or something? And I think I finally found a word that describes this entire situation. It's a moral fallacy. When something feels morally wrong, so then you believe that it's actually wrong. So like when you hear about like rich people, like, oh well, they got their tax cuts and this. Well, because they actually know how the law works and it's actually legal for them to do. But you know, it feels morally wrong, like you shouldn't do that, even though it's legally right. So I think a lot of that happens in this community. Like, and the way I view this community is how I view like, because I was on YouTube for a little bit, but I really got more into when I was like a shorts creator, a TikTok creator, stuff like that. And when that happened, there was a lot of people who was like, well, these shorts creators like Charlie D'Amelio and all them, they're not really real creators because they're not spending all this time making videos and doing stuff like us YouTubers. But yet you see those people make millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's a very like confusing system. But what I say is don't risk it for the biscuit. Like, just do what you gotta do, especially if you're not making money too. Like just do the stead way of doing it. You have friends, you have family, you have all these other places. Like you can worry about getting videos out. I think that should be your first goal, because people are just saying like, oh, I'm not making money, but I'm like, you only have 15 videos out. And so like it's in the beginning, I agree with you what you said before. It's a numbers game. Let's just get those numbers up.
You're right. I to the quality and quantity thing, I think it changes over time. And I think the influencer program with more saturation, like YouTube started off more quantity, not quality.
Yeah.
Algorithms start with that, and then they move to quantity. So, and just like I think it's a natural micro ecosystem and at the macro level. To real quick talk on the Amazon thing, I think just thinking about this right now, it's like even like podcasts. Like I've never seen an Amazon influencer podcast. Like I feel like there's not a lot of leaders in the space. On top of like Amazon's this behemoth that like doesn't really treat influencers like a real thing. Like everything's coupled with associates. Like half of the terms
Yeah.
and conditions are all for associates, and then even influencer stuff, you can tell they didn't fully think this through. And then on top of that, the reporting's kind of weird. On top of that, there's no customer support. On top of that, there's no like exact guidelines for a lot of stuff. Like when, at what point in a video duration do you get paid exactly for under 30 seconds? Like, so like, I think there's a lot of things happening at once. So, and on top of that, this program makes a ton of money. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you know, people are like, there's tons of logical fallacies and cognitive biases happening. Like people are greedy and want money. You know, we're out here getting our bread. We're talking. It's not like we're saints. You know, people don't want us spreading the word because it's creating people coming in and taking away some of their money. People are mad and jealous because you're uploading multiple videos. Yeah, there's no guy. It's like all these little things, but like at the end of the day, you are right in that just focus on yourself and focus on doing the best you can. Like I think I don't know if you know John Shea. I think he's like who I think
Oh.
of as the grandfather in this program. He's made like 350K or something now, and over like 3 years. And his main advice, like I bought it, I got his program, and like it actually taught me a lot of stuff in the beginning. But one of the main things was just like quantity. He is a quantity guy, and that's kind of why I've stuck with it. He's just like always be recording, like instead of worrying, going on Reddit and talking about all this stuff's unfair, blah, 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 just like instead of even talking right now, like we could be recording 20 videos. Like and I think he has like, last I heard he had like 1,500 uploaded. And he's just like, he's always uploading. He's
Because
uploading,
you never
uploading.
know. It could be a random product out of
Oh
nowhere.
yeah.
It's just it's in season. Because I didn't think this chair was gonna blow up. I did not. But like I said
Yeah.
earlier, discount, Amazon's choice, anything can happen. So I think that's really cool.
It's all about
it too.
outliers, right? And it's all like, that's one thing I've done marketing for the last 13 years. And one of the coolest things, well, one of the most exciting things is testing. And through testing, you found outliers. So you have like baseline because our universe is built on numbers. So there's always outliers, meaning there's always going to be things above baseline, your chair selling, you know, making more money. And there's going to be things below and at baseline. But like for me, it's super clear that there's outliers in the Amazon program. You'll have your chair. You got your, you know, electronic thing. Like actually these headphones have made me a lot of money. And it's things you don't even expect that like just take off, and they won't necessarily make everyone else money because you might have gotten the right video, said the right thing, and the right lighting with the right camera and uploaded at the right time, whatever. But like your video is making you money, and the more you upload those tests, you're gonna get more, potential winners out there that are gonna make you money.
Yep.
So yeah, it really is like this program is like complex and simple at the same time. At the most simple level, it's like get approved, record videos of everything you can possibly get your hands on, and get incredibly creative at getting your hands on more products, whether it's buying them, brother, mom, friend's house, neighbor's house. I've thought about like how I have like 50 units all around me. I'm like, how do I get into everyone's house and just start recording? Like imagine if you could get into 50 people's house and make friends with them. Like it's not out of the like.
It could be
I
very
think
lucrative
anyone
for you
can
too.
do that. Yeah, but like anyone, like where you live, like it's possible. Anyone can get creative. You bring your neighbors an apple pie and say, "Hey, I'm doing this Amazon influencer thing." Blah blah blah. Like create social parties. You start playing poker with everyone, and then you kind of introduce and go, "Hey, can I pay you $100 and maybe go into your house for like." A couple hours a day, and you explain your story of what you're doing, and maybe you're struggling, you're trying to make more money, and people are like, all right, cool. Oh, can I get in the
all
program?
you're doing is recording. You're not taking it. You're not like, like it's so simple. Most people will say yes. Most people will.
Yes. It's literally just doing it. And it's a little bit tricky to do. I mean, I haven't done it. I have done it with my own friends and family. My struggle has been, I travel like to North Carolina to see my dad. I want to record videos there, but then I'm there for like 5 days and it just doesn't happen. Like you got to make time for it. It takes time, especially when the products you don't know that well. So your own
Yeah.
house is kind of easy because you like know your products, but you don't know products, so it's like extra time to figure it out on
Well, have
top
you
of your
tried their
traveling.
new camera feature?
No, what is that?
So if you go on Amazon, guys, click the search bar. There's a camera icon. If you click on it, you
Should
can
be able
actually
to
take a
show my screen. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
when you click on it, you can take a picture of your surroundings and it'll search the entire Amazon for like something identical. And with furniture, it's actually
Oh,
pretty good. I was
awesome.
surprised how good it
I would
was.
say
Like,
you're saying you can take a picture of that on the app and it'll find that product, the listing.
yep.
I was literally thinking about that working out today on my porch. I was like, I'm going to use Google next time I travel to find all these products faster. And I was like, I wonder if Amazon has a faster way of doing it. That's so
It's pretty
funny.
good. No, I'm surprised how good it is. I was like, wow, it's
Is it
solid.
on the mobile app?
Yep. So
Uh,
like, yeah, just go to Amazon. Let me see.
oh, right here.
Yep. Yeah.
Amazon Lens. Upload a photo.
Oh, you can
Boom. I
either
probably
upload
shouldn't
or
show
take a
those.
photo.
Is there anything weird there? Nope. We're good. I don't have to edit that out. There are
Well,
some
yeah,
weird photos there, but they're not weird for the reason that there's a little rubber man in my photos, but I just can't even begin to tell you the story of why that exists. And it's not going to
okay.
make any sense out of context. So it'll live
Okay.
on the internet forever. The
Well,
little
yeah,
rubber man.
but with that tool, I mean, like anybody, little rubber man, that tool, anybody, you can find anything you want, like that. Like it's,
Yeah, that makes total sense because I was saying traveling, it's like there's a lot more brain damage to record these products. So like it's going to help to just be able to find the listing really fast because then you can read about it, you can learn about it. You can like because the main way I have seen because I want to stay honest with my reviews to like create a review of something you haven't used is to not make a review at all. You do let me teach you about this product or let me show you this product or let me show you the weight and the dimensions or anything that's not saying I used it and this is how good it is or it's something you can use real fast and kind of keep your but
it
like you
depends on,
said
yeah,
there's
yeah.
you really opened my idea or mind to the idea that anything's a video, anything's
Yeah.
content and you don't have to I've mostly done reviews. I've done like 80% reviews / demos. I try to demonstrate whenever possible, but like I'm definitely see the idea that like you can make infinite variations of videos and that's how deep this program can go. I got everything in my house that I shot one video for, but what if I take the outliers, the big bread, the money makers, and then start making new videos, make new verticals, test new things.
There's another video that does pretty well. So it does well in different ways. So this chair, it does well because I can sell a decent amount every single day and I get a decent amount. But so when I used to work at this park called Dorney Park, and I used to be a performer there, and I had a friend who just had really dope rolling keyboard we played with. Whatever, it's me singing, him playing. 15-second video. Now that video is of an $800 keyboard. Easily from work. So you can hear it, you can see it, you can preferably see like, all right, that's how it sounds. That's the cool thing you can do with it. And I sell that maybe once every 3 or 4 days, but like I sell that and any variant of it, which goes up to like $1,500. So the commission for that is pretty solid. Even though I don't sell a lot, when I do sell, it's like,
How much do you
oh,
make from that?
if it's the
From
lower
one
version of the
sale.
800, it's like around like 80, yeah, 60, 70 bucks for the lower version. For the most expensive one, it's like 120 at least. So I'm like, yeah, so
That's
that in
a
itself
solid
is
day
like,
right there.
yeah, that if it could be that one product, I'm like, oh, I had a good day, guys. So that's what I'm saying. That was not meant to be reviewed, but if you realize some people just, okay, how does this sound? Okay, oh, this dude's singing with it. Okay, if I have my keyboard and sing with it, okay, that's cool too. But one thing you have to realize, so guys, we've been talking a lot about just making videos, showing it to people, and kind of just like making money that way. That is one, what I started to realize, the many ways people could potentially make money. So like the second way is kind of like what we're doing right now, like making a social media thing, teaching people, sharing, whether you're teaching something or making like a personal diary. I kind of see my YouTube more like a personal diary because I just share, I made this every single day. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's the second round. But if people, I know a lot of people, I don't want to show my face, I want to do this. Other option with that too is for people who do want to show their faces, Amazon Lives. Amazon Lives, I'm starting to see has become a lot more coupled with Amazon influencer, and I'll tell you why. A lot of companies don't realize that like influencers are really going towards that route. So whenever I promote myself to a glasses company or to a shirt company, something like that, I also say I can also promote your videos on Amazon Live platform. They're like, oh, Amazon Live, so many people are like, oh, tell me more about this, blah, blah, where I can kind of just sell it live and kind of just build an audience, kind of sponsor a stream about it. And now you have two things will happen. Either the company will be like, cool, we'll send you a bunch of these products, just make that, and then you'll just get paid in those products. I think that sometimes I don't usually do just product deals, but like if they're like $80 products, $100 products, this. Not only, yes, you have live videos. Two, now you have a bunch of those videos to now make Amazon influencer videos. And three, if they're products you like, because I got like a microphone, stuff like that, like I'm gonna use that in my daily life. So all that kind of just spans. They love it. Companies love that stuff. And on top of that, if it's like a cheaper brand or a brand I don't really care for my like what I like to do, charge them. Companies will gladly. They're like, oh, so you can devote an hour to talking about our products. Boom.
What do you
now
charge?
You have that.
What do you like to charge?
I think that depends on the company, because sadly, one thing I got, I don't know if you're in the program, but the commissions program for Amazon influencer. So
I don't think so. What's that called? It's literally called commissions.
It's called a brand commissions partnership program or something.
Oh,
like that.
I think so. It's on the associate side.
No, it's on the it's really? Actually on both sides. Actually, you're right. How they be kind of conflating them both together.
Yeah.
It's a whole hub in Amazon where companies can reach out to you like either give you free products, or if you already have the products, give you a higher commission. Like I got some boxing gloves and they gave me a commission of 15% for the next 2 months of anything relating to that. So like, which is way higher than that 3-4% they give us. The sad part about it, like when I talk, a lot of those companies hit me up, but there are a lot of them are like random Chinese manufacturers and all this different stuff. So I hate that. I'm gonna just tell it as I really hate that program on Amazon, because they really like to downplay and charge. So I'll be like, for an hour thing, $450. They're like, oh yeah, we only have a budget of $100. This. So like for $100, you want me to talk about your products for a straight hour, especially because it'll be stuff I don't want to. If it's stuff I did want, that's always worth it for me. But if it's stuff I do not want at all, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do it. And then sadly, a bunch of that stuff is filled in that Amazon hub. So this is why I've been spending a lot more time, first of all, learning how to properly outreach for this and just sending emails. So spending so much time on LinkedIn, trying to find that one person, finding that email, like, all right, cool, I got this person, send it out to them and rinse and repeat and do it again. So, but like, yes, that's like the work you do after you're kind of like already chilling with the videos. But I'll tell you what, you hit somebody, they want to finally hit you with a nice deal for $800. That adds up really, really quickly. Yeah. I promise you. Like that, I think that's when the money.
So what's that called? I have a connect with brands. Is that what it is, or is it something separate?
Thank you, brand connection. That thing. Yes, okay. Yes.
Gotcha. And you're saying you can get big, I guess, paychecks from here? Because I haven't really used it. My girlfriend.
Well, not from there, because they don't really want to give you money like that. Like, because I'll try to talk to them afterwards, gotcha. And they'll like, it's like the $100 thing. But when I go through there,
I go kind of. I'll share my screen real quick.
All right, cool. Yeah, so people can actually see what you're talking about.
Even though, let me see if I can share it without. Just because it's going to show my personal, whatever. I'll just edit out the personal info. I've been doing that anyways. Apparently, you're not supposed to show your Amazon ID. Can you see my screen?
I actually did read. I can attest to that one. That is definitely a rule.
Not showing it, but yeah. Apparently, I did read that as well. Can you see my screen?
So yeah. Okay, yeah. That's exactly on.
So yeah, this is what you're talking about. I have 386 opportunities, but what do you actually do here? Or you're saying you don't really like this?
I really don't like it per se, but like so the ones I did, I mean, it works out. If you already have the product, just do it. Because if you sell, they just give you a higher commission of the product. That's fine.
Oh, so they're giving 5% on this. What's the campaign budget?
See, now this is the part of the program that sucks. So campaign budget means that everybody who joins it pretty much shares that. So like whoever like pretty much sells the most gets the most of the budget, and that's kind of how it works. So you're kind of all fighting for that money right there.
Gotcha.
Which it's kind of just like
is that the commission rate? You're saying the extra commission on top? Let's say you would be 2%, the 8%. Is that coming out of the budget? Is that what it is?
Yes. So like say if like you had I don't know, like some electronic thing that costs $10. Electronics is like 1% commission, like that. You would probably just earn like literally a few cents, but since that's like 10% now you'll get $1. But since you got $1 because of that 10%, the budget now goes down $1.
But you have to buy these products. That's what you're saying. If you
Yeah,
have them,
unless it
so,
says next to it sample included. If it
like
says
this
that means
one.
they send it to you.
So
Yeah,
this one they'll send you, plus you get a higher commission rate. So this one's probably worth it
if you need it and you do it. And well,
yeah,
I look at the
you want
products.
to survive.
Some of these things will be like 3 stars. I don't like working with stuff like
Yeah.
if I get
So
hit by
this
a
one looks
company.
pretty good. There's like 4.5 with 17. This seems like it could actually
Oh, okay.
sell.
That's not that bad. Oh, this already can
Except
be.
it can't be shipped. Yeah, Puerto Rico, I have like 90% of stuff can be shipped, but some can't.
Oh, you're in PR. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is actually an issue for me in like getting free products or whatever, like getting paid or free
Yeah.
products, because half of them can't even ship. Yeah, like this, I always like to look at new reviews. Like this would be a good, well, pretty good. It's 27, 27, 28. The
Yeah,
last 10
that's
days
like
has
the
gotten.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, so if you're on, but not everybody has this. It's called, at least it's in my. I'll just show this. Editors will blur this out, but it's in your store ID on your, at least on mine, under my Amazon Associates ID, and then I go to promotion and then connect with brands. But I don't think this is available for everyone, so I'll also
Yeah,
blur out
it
my
was like
email.
it was some yeah, it was a sign up through the actually I don't know I can't even say where I even got it because I think that's a way against the guidelines too. But I'm gonna give
I
people
don't
a
know
word
when
of
I got it
advice.
either.
I'm gonna give
No
people a
idea.
word of advice. If you're in the program, please, 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 please read the emails. Even if you think they're gonna be stupid and corny, read the emails because in the bottom of some of those emails, you could be just leaving money on the table. I'm neither confirming nor denying this, but I will say this.
Yes.
I may or may not have gotten an extra almost 2K just for
Wow.
doing a quick little thing at the bottom of one of those little emails. And this is a new program, guys. This is a new big thing. Like
Was
they
that
will.
possibly pertaining to a specific type of video that you would do a certain
Yes.
amount of them? That's awesome.
Yes.
You did that. I didn't pay attention
See,
to that. So yeah, you're totally right.
and it was just in the bottom of emails. It was several emails too, and they were just giving out money. And I was like, oh, okay. That's why when I got hit with the thing last month, I was like, this is a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh,
But
because they included your bonus in that.
yeah.
Nice.
So like you just been and either other bonuses too. Like for example, if you have people sign up for like Amazon Prime or Amazon EBT, like you get like Amazon Music, even if for the free trial, you get the
Yeah.
base of like $5 extra, $10 extra.
Huh.
So I think now let's go back to what we talked about before. Why at the end of the day, why I don't think people should do stuff like, let's say, recording and stories. The reason why you don't want to do something is because you want to build a brand for yourself. Like people don't realize it, whether you're just a regular Joe Schmo, when you're doing this Amazon influencer thing, you're building a brand essentially for yourself. So when you do come to these companies, when these companies come to you, they can be like, oh man, this person has quality videos. You know, they can do all this quality stuff. If you want to ask for $1,000 for these products or $500 to do a review, or show them that you can give them that quality type of work. You got to be like,
Yeah.
you see that like it's essentially like I see like an Instagram page, you know, when someone goes to your thing, like they can see it and you needed a social media to get on the platform. So all your social media is a link right there. I don't know about you, but I get hit up by a lot of companies, a lot of random companies on my email because now they have access to it through my DMs or IG. Like it's right on my Amazon page. Like you have to realize how you present yourself. Yes, these people are like, oh, well, this person's doing this, and it feels sloppy, whatever. They're getting that money that way. Yeah, okay, cool. They're getting that money that way. But you realize a lot of the big money will be if you're a brand, if you market yourself properly. I promise you, the money will flow a lot differently. And plus, the best part is, it's you're
like
still
even
chilling.
my bio is not even that good. Now that I'm thinking about it, I got to update that. I'm gonna put it on my to-doist.
Hey, if you ever need help, I say use ChatGPT. It was a nice landing point for me. I think using stuff like that, especially if I don't know who your listeners are, like where they are in their social media like knowledge, but like stuff like that just makes yourself just more presentable. You know, everything's more clean cut. It's better having the same name on your Instagram and as your thing, like having just cohesiveness all around. Just shows to people like, oh yeah, when I want 500 to 1,000 from you, like it's because that's how much I'm worth. Like you have to exude that.
I love that. Let's shift over to a little bit of rapid fire questions because honestly, this went so well that I didn't even ask half the questions I'd written down, so I want to get a few more questions in. Let's
Got you,
do it.
got
You want
you.
to do that?
Let's do it.
So what are all the different ways you're seeing of making money from the influencer? You kind of named the live streams, reaching out to brands. What are you seeing?
Yeah,
What's the
live
ways?
streams, reaching out the brands, and reaching out the brands can layer down to like doing live streams for them, doing promos for them, doing separate affiliate for them. There's like other like there's another program called Thrasio, for example, I'm a part of,
Yeah,
and
heard of that.
they send me 4 to 5 products every single month, and I can just make as many videos I want. I can do it in newsletters, do whatever. Any money I make from that, whether associate or regular influencer, they pay me an extra 10% on top of that. Any way I sell it, doesn't matter if I have
Are they good products that actually have like
all
traction?
products are above four stars. Usually have at least 10K reviews. They're really good
Really?
products.
Are you
Yeah,
making
no,
money from that?
I think I'm making pretty solid money from what it is. And on top of that, just because you get 4 or 5 products, I didn't realize I already own like 8 of their products. So now I'm just making more commission on top of what I was already making. So they'll have little programs like
Got
that.
it. Can anyone sign up for that?
Anybody can sign up for that.
That's like THO.
THRASIO.
Got
And
it. Cool. I'm going
if
to
they
sign up.
ask you who sent you guys, say it was Tony. So they
Tony.
actually there's a little revert thing on the bottom.
Okay.
Um,
We'll say that.
but that doing promotions on top of that. So that's what I'm saying. When you have a clean cut and you're doing more and more, let's say TikTok, Instagram, people will now pay you just to post on their story. It'll be the stories are the simplest one, but like that's an extra 75 to 100 just to post a quick story. Like who says they can really do that? So like it. Weirdly enough, when you join the Amazon influencer, guys, you are giving yourself a gateway to become an influencer. Literally.
Interesting.
So I think about it like that. So I think
I've
those
really only done it from I made 95% of my money from just recording videos. So that's really interesting to hear.
Because my biggest fear is that I believe companies can give it and take it away. Just as much as I loved the Snapchat thing, it went away so quick, I loved Instagram Reels bonuses. We all know that recently just went away, These companies can just take it and give it. So like it's nice to have different little apps. Because say for example, Amazon's like, we're restarting the program. Everybody's kicked out, you have to reapply and you don't get it or something like that. Well, now I already have this audience. Like for example, I'm starting a newsletter where I talk about my favorite products, stuff like that. I have now the YouTube channel. I have my
nice.
trim.
What's
so
that
even
called?
if the what?
The newsletter, or pitch the newsletter after. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm starting. I'm collecting people for my newsletter. So if you go to my website, Tony Destin, I think I started like last week. I think it'll be out hopefully by next week. But I want to do like a weekly thing. Like one, they'll have quick access to one of my YouTube videos earlier. It'll link to my website. And 2, I'll be like, all right, here are some products I think are just really gonna start blowing up, or because of the season, or kind of just my advice kind of thing going there. So there's just different ways you can do it. Like, but those are like I'm seeing the top way I see it there. Don't just limit yourself to there you go. Don't just limit yourself to just I'm gonna make videos, do that. I mean, yes, you can do that, and yes, you can make money, but like, why? If you can make more money, why not? I just don't see why not.
All right, let's go to a different question. What do you think the best categories are in terms of Amazon categories for making the highest commissions?
Oh, I'm so jealous because I'm not really like a female, but makeup is such a great one, bro. Like the amount of money I've seen people make just from doing makeup and stuff like that. Oh, well, the second option is I don't own a lot of luxury colognes, but luxury perfumes, luxury colognes, they're really good. They're already high priced. They're like already in the hundreds because you can buy Creed, you can buy Versace of the cologne on stuff on Amazon, but not they're high price with high commission, which is a good combo. Gotcha. So I think it's around 8% to 7%. It's pretty big compared to because I love electronics. I have a bunch of electronics, but it's like 1.5% for electronics. It's like one of the weakest. Aside from that, if you have pets, I luckily have a cat, so they do really good. Pet products do really good. Outdoor products I think are pretty good. I know a lot of people who are like gardeners. They are, especially now it's getting warmer, getting hotter. Really, even if you think about starting a garden, I think that's going to be a nice commission to kind of have. Even also that extends to weed whackers, mowers, all that other stuff, all that handy stuff. So yeah, definitely the best ones.
Nice. Yeah, for me it's health and household. That's kind of been my breadwinner.
Health and household.
I'm a big health and household guy, and I like electronics, even though they're low commission. What was the thing that like surprised you the most about coming in here? I mean, it could be we might have already talked about it actually, but is there anything that sticks out?
That's about the program in a whole.
Yeah, like you just weren't expecting it, or
Um, I think it goes back to that video. Like, you never know what a consumer wants. I have weird videos like I said, the keyboard one is me and I was singing, my friend is playing, and then the other one's just me just doing like a meme thing, but like they work really well. Like I got a few thousand views. I sold a lot of products from that stuff. Like it got, this is what I say also to people. Like if you really just like, oh, I don't know what content to post, blah blah blah. At this point, go to your old videos. Go to your
yeah,
old
I like that.
Snapchats. Go to every because when I was chilling for a while, like I'm Ubering to like a gig or something, I'll be in the backseat just going through my whole Snapchat. Ooh, I can post that. Ooh, I can post that. Just don't try to like stay away from copyrighted music is what I say. Weirdly enough, that used to be in the guidelines. I don't see it anymore, but in my head, I'm gonna keep it that way. I just don't. I feel like copyrighted music is a really weird lane. I always get in trouble with that with YouTube and my TikTok. I'm not starting here on my Amazon. So I'd say that and try not to have anything inappropriate. Don't be like, I'm out drinking, I'm gonna post this, I'm doing this. Like, don't avoid violent situations. Don't avoid because that's just purely against the guidelines. So, but yeah, go through your old stuff. You probably already have content that you're literally sleeping on that can make you money,
Yeah,
like easily.
yeah, I love that. Yeah, if you already have it, definitely go for it. How much do you think people in the U.S. can make realistically? I say the U.S. because it's the main country that has video enabled, even though I think it's UK and Canada, a few other ones that do.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, how much? Yeah, what do you think people can realistically make per month?
I honestly say, um, what like I think like around my results seem like the most realistic because I'm not like I don't make crazy all the real money I make is from the side stuff, but like I make around 1,200, 1,300 a month, and that's like an
Which
extra
is great.
thousand, an
Yeah.
extra thousand in your pocket. And I always tell my viewers like extra $1,000 can go a long way, a whole long
Oh
way
yeah.
for you.
And when you say side stuff, are you saying the stuff you've talked about where it's working with brands and
Yeah,
connection and all that?
stuff like
Or
that.
do you
Yeah,
want to give the amount or ballpark that you're making from that as well? Because I'm curious how that kind of
every I say from the okay because every month fluctuates, but if we're basing it just from last month, that's probably like the double up. So I guess an extra like 1,200. So around
cool,
2,500, 2,400. Yeah.
which is huge. I mean, that's a lot of people's full time salaries.
Yeah. And
Um,
that doesn't even count because I'm saying deals from Amazon Influencer because I do this full time. So that doesn't count regular deals, just being Tony Destin on my other accounts and stuff like that. So I think it's first of all, if someone said to you, you could make an extra 25K this year or something like that. Everybody's going to take 25K is a
for
great,
sure, it's
like you
huge.
can start doing investments. You can start doing a lot of side stuff. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
think,
think this program's the biggest no brainer. I mean,
oh,
I agree with
easily.
you that anyone could make at least 1,000, and I think that's like without really trying. Like, I think anyone who gets creative of like, probably you haven't done it that much either. Like, just really going to other your friends and family's houses and recording all their products. If you can unlock that, like, you're gonna make probably 1,000 per house. Most
Yeah.
houses. Now, not obviously, it's going to depend, but like, I really think that's a huge opportunity. If you can get good at negotiating with store owners, here's where you can actually get in. You do
Ooh.
surplus stores. This was the idea John had, that guy I was telling you about. You basically negotiate with the guy and say, I'll give you X amount, or however you want to do it. And you get into their like back room where products already open. There's no rules against that. And you start getting
Oh,
access to all
that
those
is a
products. So
good
like,
one.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's just creative idea. Like I think anyone could like minimum make 1,000 with this program without even trying that hard. And I think 5,000 truly is not out of reach, just because it's like you can really make a lot of money for
Yeah, and
not
this
that much effort.
for people curious, that's just based on strictly of this stuff I own. I
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
like 200 plus videos, but like I own cheaper things, and sadly the expensive
Yeah.
electronic stuff I have, it's only 1% commission.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. They like bumped that down too. I think I feel like it was like two. Now it's less.
yeah,
Um,
it's a hit. It's a hit, but
Yeah, for sure. That I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like you got to open up. I wouldn't be making as much as I am if I didn't have the products in my house. You know, you're kind of at the I guess whim of the products in your house. I will say one little hack is you have your friends and family record videos on your products. Now you're opening potentially less money, but you're getting your friends and family in your ecosystem to have more money. For instance, my girlfriend has made about half of what I've made. So if it would have just been me, I don't think I would have captured all of her income. Like I don't think that would have happened, even though we do compete in whatever, there's 6 slots and sometimes I'm in front, sometimes she's in front. In general, I think we captured more money than we would have just me shooting videos, because you like basically just take up more real estate. So that's kind of like a
That's
little,
true.
I don't know if it's a hack, but it's a way to kind of capture more revenue for, your people. Okay, let's keep on going. What are some, this is a little bit vague, but if you have anything comes to mind, the biggest insight you've gotten from this program, like, it's actually not that great of a question, but if you have
I,
anything that comes to you, if not, we'll skip that.
I would just say my biggest insight for this program, like I said before, diversify. Diversify yourself. Don't
Okay, I
don't throw all
like
your
that.
eggs in one
A
basket.
hundred percent. Like you said, they can shut it off at any time. I've seen it
Yeah.
too. I've
They don't owe us
seen,
anything. Like we're not
yeah.
contracted with Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Like we just have to we just do it until they say we're not doing it.
And that's kind of why I created this whole channel, is like to get people to create multiple streams of cash flow. Like you should definitely not just have one. I haven't diversified before in my life, and I regret not doing it sooner. Like it's gonna set up more ability for you to be safe when number one goes down, but you still got number two, number three, number four.
Exactly.
How do you plan on scaling this program? Like how do you plan on getting your revenue up? Any thoughts on that?
So my YouTube page has been quiet for the last 2 weeks, and it's been for a specific reason. I've been taking classes recently how to do website design. Because I tried using Wix. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but like I really want to build something like I'm proud of, for two reasons. One, because if you really know how to properly build websites and do stuff, like it's a profitable skill. Like people will pay you to do that on top of that. And two, because now I think my next goal, for example, I want to create that newsletter, but it's not only going to be a newsletter. It's going to link to, because that Tony Destin site is with Beacons, but I work with them for side stuff, so I want to keep using that. But I want that to kind of link people to a whole another site where they can see all my videos, all my tips, change it on my, if you don't want to watch the video, see it as an article. Or like that. All right, now here's some product suggestions for the season or the type. All be a whole database of like, oh snap, kind of like Tony's thoughts in a sense like that. So that's been my main focus for like these last, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. Spent a lot of time really diving into chat GPT to try to get myself to like really start automating a lot of my things. And I didn't realize like how powerful of a tool that really was until a little while back. So I even took Code Academy just dropped a class called class on chat GPT. I just finished that one too. And I
Nice.
think did a little Python. I've just been all over the place just trying to just expand my skills so it can get to the point where like a lot of this is nice, quick, and automated.
That's
So
huge.
yeah, I'm
That's awesome.
excited.
I think you're in a great direction. Have you heard of the software Go High Level? It's a
Oh
CRM.
no, actually, what's that?
So I built a lot of funnels and a lot of websites, and this is the best. Are you familiar with CRMs in general? Customer resource management, just basically like kind of like portals of like collecting customer info and doing automated things, building sites, all this different stuff.
Not,
Anyways,
not
it's a CRM. That's just a lingo.
Gotcha.
Uh, it's the best on the market. I've been testing. I built my whole course on it. I built my website on it. You can create, basically, you can do anything from like workflow automations, email autoresponders. If someone abandons its cart, you can set up email blasts. You can build websites. You can build funnels. You can build blogs. You can build surveys. You can build
Dang.
redirects. You can do fully automated pipelines with customers. You can call, text, voicemails, and basically everything. They've copied all the stuff from all the guys like Kajabi, ClickFunnels. They have drag and drop landing page builder. It's
All in the
basically
same
like,
place?
exactly. It's all in the same place for like $100 a
What?
month. It's super. I've used a lot of shit, and I use mostly custom stuff with what I was doing before, or a lot more of. But like it, you don't really need to go out now. I for sure think you should keep on learning web design. And you're totally right. Like learning, for instance, you can add in custom code, JavaScript, HTML, or CSS into this and make your website even better. Like that's going to always help you. But like honestly, I don't think you need to go too far. This one has like pretty much everything you need, including split testing. You can have pricing for you can create as
Well,
many courses you want, anything you want.
I would use that personally for myself, but the real reason why I'm doing side what's going on in Tony's life, side reason.
Yeah.
Um, besides, because I went to school for marketing. I went to cuts down for social media marketing, all that stuff. And I realized social media is great for one skill, but like I want something else that can like create something. So now
Gotcha.
it's like web designing / front end designing. Now I don't want to suddenly become like I want to be a full time like programmer,
Gotcha.
this. But I do want to take on more client work because I do consulting on the side, but
Cool.
having more client work for like if I could potentially design or do websites, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much it pays. And it's something actually enjoyable. Like I didn't realize people doing like 6-figure deals. I'm like, oh, that's solid money. I'm like, oh, okay. So
Now, just to add into my already trying to tell you that go high levels of shit, what you could do, you can create as many clients as you want inside of there and duplicate. So you could start making like automations and everything, autoresponders, fucking sites, and then duplicate across clients. So you basically start your own agency and you can build your
that's
websites
actually
in
crazy.
there. So like
That
you
is
could really
crazy.
do all of what you want to do. And I think you'd be able to design sites however you want inside of here.
So it's not like presets and stuff. It's just like
it is some presets, but they kind of suck. So you're going to need to build the sites however you want. They're really easy to build, but you can also one-click copy any ClickFunnels funnel. It'll strip the entire CSS and make it exact. So anything on ClickFunnels you can strip over.
What?
So like it's got a lot of stuff that honestly I think would do most of what you want to do, and you can build on top of it. But like you can just build websites for customers, but like so much more. To like, it's all automatable, so it's pretty powerful.
I love automation so much.
Oh yeah,
I love automation. For $100 a month, that's cheap.
It's
for what
cheap.
you can do. Right?
Yeah. I'm not. I should put my affiliate link. My friend sold me a while. He'd been selling me on it for a while, but I was using my own. My brother that I worked with, he had his own software, so we used that for a long time. But like, man, it has everything. It has everything. So at least check it out. It out. I don't actually care if you use it, but I honestly think it'll just
email me like that actual link because I'm actually curious about that.
It's go high level. I'll email it to you. All right, let's keep on going. What do you see for the future of this program? Any trends, thoughts?
Vertical will take over the world. I believe it. Vertical. It's funny. Before I got on this podcast, somebody messaged me on my IG saying, "Yo, did you notice a spike yesterday?" Because like because the whole. Well, I think you were right about the whole Inspire page, being more public, whatever. And I did check. I did have like a 200 click. My money didn't go up for the day, but like I had like a 200 click spike. I was like, dang, I'm like, what the hell happened yesterday?
Oh, interesting.
So I want to check that out a little more.
I do too. Yeah, I want to for sure create more vertical. You're totally right.
But I think it's gonna be a little bit more entertaining. People are gonna realize that like, oh wait, I don't have to make it just a boring review. I'm not saying all reviews are boring, but I'm like saying like there's so many other videos you could like this. Hey guys, cheat code. If you don't know what to make, this is the cheat code what to do. Go to the product, scroll down to the questions and answers. Look at the questions and make a video form of like pretty much question and answer. Some people are just too lazy to read. You gotta be honest. Some people just like their information audio form. So they ask like, is this Bluetooth enabled? Answer that question. Can you do this? Da, 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 and say that. Like there's literally your script is right there. Less work for you.
I love that you said that. When I saw that video of yours, that really opened up my eyes to like more ways of creating just videos from information. I love that. Just to go to the question section. By the way, I just was looking at my reporting while you said that. I had 1,300 clicks yesterday, and recently my clicks have been like 600. So you're definitely
so it kind of spiked something. Yeah,
spiking. But I'm looking at like what's getting more views, but it doesn't look like anything's getting way more views. So I'm honestly curious if it's just lagging or what.
Well, I would say it takes a few more hours for the videos to
update. Refresh. You're right. They update at different times of the commission. So yeah, I'm curious what's actually doing that. But yeah, maybe it's time for vertical.
Hey, that's another thing. I told my audience this. I think a reason why, like, because I post a lot of videos, people think, oh, you should at least be making like this much money. But like 95% of my videos are vertical. I think I have my newest ones were horizontal because I'm doing something for a future video. But like everything I did was vertical, strictly vertical.
What percent is vertical? Sorry, what'd you say?
I would say 95% of my videos are vertical.
Of all of your videos are vertical?
Yeah. If you go to my page,
95% of my are horizontal.
Yeah, but you can kind of just see like you're making a way better profit than me, but like I think that just kind of fits the landscape
Well,
right now
it's really complicated to know
because
what would
also
happen
the type
because
of product too.
it's different products and different amount of products. So I don't actually know that I wouldn't be making more with vertical. All I know is personally I've tried vertical and I wasn't able. I didn't see an outlier. Like I didn't see where I was getting
Mm.
tons of views, but I really didn't give it enough. I probably created 5 or maybe 10 vertical videos. So honestly, it's
That's
hard
how
to
I feel
say
for
what's the right
horizontal.
answer. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
here's the
yeah,
thing. Here's the thing. I think you're right about vertical, but here's my argument against your argument of vertical will rule the world. Two part, but one part is YouTube. YouTube
mm,
try to launch shorts and pay people for shorts, but you know who's not willing to pay for shorts advertisements and it's hard to monetize right now is advertisers. So short, and you know what another issue with shorts is they don't build like this 1 hour podcast or whatever builds so much more rapport with people than a 60-second short. Obviously they both have their pros and cons, but for selling things long form works. Like in my 13 years of
mm,
marketing, what I know is you make copy as long as you need it to be. In products that are more complicated, you need longer copy, more words, whatever. But in general, long forms outsell short form every time, especially for branding, for like knowing the person. Like this content that we've created right here is going to go so much farther, even if we get less views, than like creating a 60-second, get a million views. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue, but like basically long form in general sells better. So it's like, is is the answer short form? I would honestly say I need to create more vertical to test that out, and you need to create more horizontal. I would challenge you to
I
do that.
do. I no, I don't disagree with it. I think the only thing is when it comes to cheaper stuff, I think that throws it out the window because people can easily spend $20 on a. I saw this on
Sure.
TikTok.
Like I said, short things your grandma already knows about, which is a lot of stuff on Amazon. You don't need
Yeah,
as long of videos. It's true.
but to get somebody to buy like for example like the $800 keyboard or whatever,
Yep.
they're gonna need to build because there's that little do I really
Oh
need it?
yeah,
They want
it
to
takes
spend it.
time. The buyer cycle
Yeah,
is like 7 touches. You need multiple touch points, and you need or just longer, like getting all of their objections and their fears and their thoughts. You're totally
but
right.
to do
It
that
depends on the
would be that
product.
longer video. Yeah, you're right. No, you're
Now,
right.
here's the real answer, pretty much, in my opinion. You just kind of nailed it before. You said, even though this isn't the exact right answer, but you shoot a horizontal and you shoot a vertical. But my real answer is first you test with whichever way you want to do. You find outliers. So, test meaning shoot one video, a quantity video. Not that good. Maybe you don't even make a good thumbnail. You find the ones that get high views and or high commissions and or you get a high view duration plus you're making money, whatever. You find some, mainly you're just getting a lot of views or money from it, mainly money. And then you double down on it. So double down
Mm.
meaning then you create some more verticals, you create some more horizontals, and you start letting Amazon do its thing. You create some more thumbnails. So you doubling down, you can go really far. That's not even like, of course you can just get tons more products, which I think is a priority. Like the number one thing everyone listening we should do is just like, how do we get more products? But then on top of that, it's like doubling down and going on those high ticket products. Because I have a few products that made me a lot of money that I like. There's the one thing to say with doubling down. Let me say it real quick because I wouldn't don't fix what's not broken. There's a lot of sayings in my head
Yes.
from working. Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of sayings, and one is like, if you're in that number one spot, or there's not a lot of people competing, and you're making money from that product, don't do what I just said. Leave it alone. It's when you're get an outlier product that has a lot of competition that you were making bank, and you're no longer making bank. You know there's potential there. That's where you go. Okay, let me create more videos. I want to make that really clear because you can mess yourself up by over optimizing. Don't over optimize. Just do it after you have out exhausted all your products and that you know you're not in the number one spot for that product.
Because why spend your time on something you're already winning? Like just spending on something new. If you're already doing really good in that
Exactly.
product, like I made
Exactly.
two chair videos, and after I was like, all right, I'm still there. All right, what's the point of making more
Exactly.
videos? Like just make another video. You know?
You're in the spot. Number one or number two, I would say. I
Yeah, you're
found
chilling.
here's the one thing I've found that I was surprised by how strong the number one. If you're in the number one spot, have you ever been on a high saturated product, selling product on the top and bottom video section?
Yeah, that's how it was for the chair.
You were making money. Yeah, I was on it for one of my products, and it was making like I was getting like $100 to $200 a day from it. Just
it's
like it because it was like it was like a
ridiculous.
$500 product. But like if
Oh
you
yeah,
get in
oh
both of those
definitely.
spots, I've only done it once. I've only ever been in one. I'm usually in the number one spot, you know, in some products on top or bottom, but usually not both. That both one is where you make some money.
But also, have you seen this? Sometimes when I search up products on Amazon, I'll see videos in the middle of me searching the results now too. I've
I've
been
seen that a little bit.
Yeah, they're
That's
throwing
cool.
videos everywhere now. I'm like, dang, this is kind of crazy to
They
think
have
about.
said that to your point of like where does this program go and or what are the other opportunities. That's something they've said is like they'll use your video in multiple places. Homepage, they have videos on homepage. They have live streams on homepage. You know, it's like
Yeah,
it's create good content and lots of it. And Amazon's probably in the long run going to make you money with it. You know,
yes.
that's
I
kind of
say
what I'm thinking
make a brand, make
for
solid. I'm not
sure.
saying to do like 4K crazy videos,
No,
this. But like, start building a habit of your audience. Like, even if it's just saying your name. Hey, because I'll start my video saying, "Hey, it's your boy Tony." Just kind of just to build that. Oh, it's Tony. It's this. I'm like, I know that guy from Amazon. Because think of people always associate good things or bad feelings or good feelings with like a person. So if someone buys a wallet, they love it after they watch my videos. Now they associate that good feeling. But if they buy a shitty product and they remember my face, like, hey, that guy told me to buy that corny thing. I'm not gonna listen to him this time.
that's true.
So
That
it's
is
more
true.
so the people who making crappy content is like this. Quick money, anything that's quick to build, it's quick to crumble.
Sure.
That's
You're
just
right.
so like I rather just take the time. Yes, it'll be a little bit slower. I'm talking about later on. It's just after you do the 30 days of quantity. Like once you really work on that quality, like even if it takes a little bit more time to do whatever, you're gonna so much better with it because then you're more marketable. Now you can do lives more. Now you can market the brands. Just so many possibilities open up the door compared to how do I look if I have some AI generated thing, half-ass thing, and I show it to companies? Nobody's like, I'm not gonna pay you a few $100s for that. Like companies aren't dumb. Like yeah. For the long term, it's not really gonna help you.
I agree. Uh, all right. I think this is a kind of a sidebar question, but I'm really curious. AI. Now you've been alluding to
Yeah.
ChatGPT and all this. I'll ask two questions. One is, how do you use ChatGPT or any AI to help you with the Amazon influencer program? That's my first part of this question.
But I abuse ChatGPT and everything I do in life. I love when ChatGPT Pro came out the first day, I bought it,
I
and
was in
then
there
just
too. I'm with you
oh yeah, so now we got a free for a year. I was like, yeah.
for
So
sure.
I love it because I don't. First of all, ChatGPT is not the smartest. It's not God, guys. It's not gonna answer everything for you. I've actually asked it simple math problems, and it's
Mm,
gotten it incorrect. So, but
sure.
I'll tell you one thing: it is a nice jumping point. So
Yeah.
I hope it with all my YouTube titles, my descriptions, and all that stuff. I've used ChatGPT for it, but the best part is, since I'm using the same conversation over and over and over again, it's like it starts to build like, okay, what I kind of like, what I kind of don't like. So then
Mm.
it makes that
Oh,
it's
you
like
don't
having a
even open up
sister.
new threads. You're just doing it all in one.
Oh, I have a thread dedicated to web design, a thread dedicated to YouTube titles, a
That's
thread
smart.
dedicated to
I
the
really don't do that.
descriptions. Oh,
That's
I
nice.
keep that. I have to keep it organized because then you'll
Mine's
notice
so
because
unorganized.
uh, because you can go back and be like, oh, now plug that in another example, like I did before, and
Sure.
it'll remember it. I'm like,
You're
oh
right.
my god. So like the trick to for anybody who's never used ChatGPT, you have to talk to it like you're talking to your best friend. Like you don't have to like treat it like it's a machine. I you gotta be. I mean, I just say just be specific, like you are to your friends. Like explain the situation. Be like, hey, so I've been doing this for the last few years, and this. I can't really get that. I'm talking to be so specific, and I'll get the best answers. Like that's how you really utilize it, I think. So
Yep. Yeah.
I think it's great. But what I will say is, don't be like, hey, I'm making a YouTube video. I need a title. You see a title, okay, copy and paste, done. No, don't do that. People always say AI is going to like take over the world. I don't think it's going to take over the world. I just think it's going to make people faster. It's going to. I see it like this: we now all have the same scripts. Now who's the better actor? Like
Mm,
you still have to put your own thing in. You can't be copy and paste.
yeah.
AI will never understand, ethos, emotion. Like you got to do that yourself. You have to do connecting thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's great though. I feel like if you're not utilizing AI in some sense, you're literally just shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I agree. Um, is there anything you want to say to, well, one, where can everyone come check you out, say hi, and follow you?
So I have two channels. So if you want to see my regular stuff, where I do live streams 4 days a week, gaming stuff, and I do comedy stuff. That's just at Tony Destin. That's everywhere from YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. But specifically for my Amazon stuff, it's called Tony Destin Money Edition. You can find me on IG, and YouTube for those two. Oh, and Facebook. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, definitely check Tony out. I've learned a lot from you, and I think you got a lot more
thank
coming
you.
too.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Two videos this week. Two, yeah, because
Sweet. I'll
this week because
be
I took a 2 week break because I've been working so hard. But like, I got these videos pretty much done now, so I'm gonna upload an update like of my journal, how much I've made, and a tip video.
tight. I'm looking forward to it. Is there anything you want to say that you feel like you didn't get to say?
Just for advice, I know people are starting off the program. They're like, I'm not making money, I'm not doing this, but Rome honestly wasn't built in a day. I know it's the most cliche thing, but I've never not met anybody not consistent not succeed. And like you don't consistently go to the gym and not like get stronger and like not lose weight. It just happens, So like, I just say trust it. Be willing to like hear from a lot of people. No matter even if you love what Ben said, what I said, like that's great. But also like please do your own research. Like I took the time to actually look at the operating agreements, looking at these side things to make sure like what's allowed, what's not allowed. Don't spend your time on other platforms just like it's because people do this thing, and I used to do it a lot too, where like you're getting into a new field or whatever. You're like, oh, is it worth going into now? Is it worth doing this? You're caught in the stasis of learning how to learn or learning how to start that you're never starting. Like all that time you're wasting in learning, like you could just do it. I just say do it and then adjust later on. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
I love that. Well, thank you, Tony. It's been a pleasure. This was super cool. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. Thank you for having me, man.
That was for sure a fun time.